in dark mode.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are we waiting on you?
Let's
Who
see,
are we waiting on?
Let's see how this goes. All right. Let's see.
What are we trimming?
What are we? Yeah, exactly. What is this? Oh, down it.
Oh,
Down
nice.
it. He's got one.
What the?
Give me some of that. Tap that vein. Let's get it in there.
Should I chug it?
Dude, do it, please. For me, live vicarious.
Oh
I need to do
God.
that. I need that. Can you put it in the microwave for like 5 minutes real quick?
Halfway through the fucking episode,
Get
we're gonna
it.
have a
Oh,
fucking crazy ass.
this boy right here, out of control.
He's just I roll initiative on chats. That's it. We're going.
This guy,
This Ranger Hawkwine's gonna want to kill everything.
Oh, it hurt.
Good push. Good push. That was solid.
Well, with that,
All these classy
Welcome.
people I play with.
Mhm.
Just wait. I'm going to chug some Diet Coke and burp really loud.
Well, you got Diet Coke. I got a Pepsi, so we're good. We're set.
Mhm.
everybody's got a drink. I don't have a drink.
Aw. Drink the
Live
hair
or
water.
die. Didn't they teach you that? Oh, your reserves. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
as the
now
I'm
resident medic
reserved.
here.
Wait a minute.
Now
wait a
I'm
minute.
reserved. Okay.
I have
all
my
right.
drink.
Fuck. Let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Sorry for those shenanigans. Welcome to Dungeons and Dog Tags, a military community with a passion for all things D&D and TTRPGs. We are back for episode 12. Episode 12 of the Dungeons and Dog Tags actual play campaign. I am Travis. I am the DM, and with me are the fucking greatest humans, greatest veterans to have ever walked the planet.
Damn.
That's rough.
We're recording this Veterans Day. We're recording this Veterans Day weekend. Yeah, it comes out in a few days. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I got to figure out a question real quick because I already did that one. I already did that question.
Oh, I was scrounging the other day, and I did happen to find an old school MRE up in my shit.
What kind
Who's
is
that?
that?
Sloppy
I can't
Joe's,
say-
number
Wow,
17. Yeah.
Yo.
Is that
I found
Vomlet?
one. No, it's the Sloppy Joe. I was just looking through. I was cleaning out the garage, and I found one in a box. I was like, probably still good. Probably
Probably not.
I saw some at an
Mm.
Army surplus. I was
Mhm.
this close, and then I was like, nah.
You know, they tell you they don't expire. Okay, and as an E1, you're probably listening to them.
I was hungry. I was gonna eat
Dust
it.
all
Don't
over your
matter.
boots. Just freaking was crawling through fucking sand at basic training. You're gonna eat it, all right? But
Oh, that has been to Iraq and back. So yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay, all right.
It is aged, fine vintage.
Make sure your household is everyone's
Prepared.
gone. Yeah, everyone's gone for
Before you open
that number 2 there.
Number
let's
two,
just get into
literally. Number 2.
Yeah. No question today. I just want to get into the episode. So John, take it away. Let's get our intros out, and then we'll dive right in.
Hi, everybody. My name is John. I am a Army veteran on this Veterans Day weekend. I was a 68 Whiskey, which is combat medic. I'm playing Sergeant First Class James, Jimmy, John, Joe, Jacob Hyber Smith, whatever his name is, Sedgwick. He's a warlock of America. His patron's a very fine individual, and he's leveled up a little bit, and he's ready to try his new shit out. So he's in a precarious leadership position too. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's all I got.
Sweet.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I am an Army National Guard veteran, 7 years as a 74 Mike, which is a chaplain's assistant or currently known as religious support specialist. Also did some NBC stuff, combat lifesaver. And in the game, I am specialist Charlotte Knoxley, kind of playing the same character, religious support specialist, aka peace cleric, combat medic, lifesaver, trying to heal people if she can. I am blindly following that one over there, Sedgwick, because I'm just a specialist. So yeah, and here I also leveled up and took a few extra spells. I think I got 2 extra spells, so we'll see how those play out.
Sweet.
All right. I am Ramirez. I am Rune Corps guy on the eve of our 248th.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. Things
The
happen.
old shuffle.
Split personalities.
I'm also playing essentially myself, Ramirez, Motor T, operator, truck driver extraordinaire, doing the same thing. Only in for 4 years. I don't know what else there is at this point. Yeah, that's it, I think.
Right.
Happy birthday.
right.
Rah.
Happy birthday.
I'm Finn, 7-year Coast Guard vet. I was a machinery technician, and I'm playing Special Agent Jack Rowe, who is multi-classing into Rogue, so Ranger Rogue now.
Ooh. So
Sweet.
fancy. Ooh. With a familiar.
Dogs like it
Somebody.
too. Dogs like it too.
All right, who took a familiar?
All right. Let's do it. All right, let's get into it. All right, so where was I?
We got the eyeball.
Let-
Got the death
let-
note.
No, I'm just gonna
Eyeball,
fucking restart. I'm just gonna
traipsing
fucking
through the
restart.
woods.
Gonna fucking
We're all
restart. All right.
naked. I don't know.
Wait a
Hi,
minute.
I'm Finn.
I
I'm a
missed
7-year
this.
Coast
Did
Guard
you
vet.
guys have an episode without me?
We were talking about ball wash, but whatever.
All right, so last episode, you guys found the eyeball of Letty, and it had a recording on it that had basically her last letter to you guys, kind of her death letter. Gave you some information regarding Malgan and his forces, his plans, etc. You guys started walking through the forest. A bunch of elves, snooty elves, found you guys and took you back to their fort. And you guys, Fort Johnson is what it was called. And you guys walked through basically kind of like the centerpiece of the second story of their town there, their little fort. And when you walked through the doors, you saw a guy and he was just throwing shit around. And he turns around and it was Chaplain Johnson. So we'll pick it up from there. Yeah, you see, he just turns around and immediately, Noxley, you notice. Well, I mean, all of you see it, but this is Chaplain Johnson. However, he looks very different than the Chaplain Johnson that you had previously been conversing with at the hideout, and the one that left and said you guys are on your own. This Chaplain Johnson has almost just a more weathered appearance to him. Wrinkles seem to have kind of just taken over his body. He seems, for all the throwing that he was doing and tearing out of pages of books and all this stuff that he was doing, looks pretty fragile. Looks like he's got bruises kind of all over him. Looks a little bit malnourished, and just his appearance is very different than the one that you had previously been hanging with.
But this is on the course of the same day, right?
Right. Yeah. Like the
Okay.
one. Yeah. Previously, the one. When you guys had escaped the hideout with Chaplain Johnson, he sat in that little bubble, talking amongst the other fey creatures. Right. He vanished. Right. And then you guys in that same day walked through the forest and got caught and are now here looking at this different Chaplain Johnson.
And just to be sure, we know it's him because is it just how he looks?
Only
or
you. I mean, like all of you know that it's him just because he looks the same as the other Chaplain Johnson.
just more
m-
deteriorated.
weathered,
Okay.
more weathered. He's
Okay.
seen. It seemed, kind of like that image of someone who's been to war versus before they went to war. That's kind of like the difference that you're seeing in this character, in Chaplain Johnson. So yeah, he looks up at you, and he kind of cocks his head a little bit to Noxley, and he's just staring at you.
Sir, is everything okay?
Noxley, is that you?
Chaplain, yeah, it's me. And I'm gonna step forward where
Okay.
he's at,
Mhm.
and he's throwing books around. I'm just gonna pick up a couple
He
of
was,
books.
yeah, he was just kind of throwing shit around, and
just like, what's going on here?
I've got to be dreaming. He starts like pinching himself and kind of like pulling on his hair, what little hair he has left, kind of just tugging at it. And he reaches over to you and kind of like with both hands, like grabs onto your shoulders and like shakes you. Are you real?
I'm real. I'm gonna take his hands and I'm gonna like put them in mine, and I'm gonna say, it's me, Noxley. Remember the time at camp when you tripped over that log and cracked your head open? And do you remember that?
Oh yes, I still have that scar.
Yeah, it's well, I can see it a little better now. You've pulled out some hair, but yeah, it's me. I'm here.
How can this be? How are you here? Who are these? Who are these three?
These are my traveling companions, but we just saw you. You know why we're here.
You what? You saw me?
We all saw you. And I look over at Sedgwick like, yeah, like, you remember Cedric, right?
Immediately you notice the air around him, just everything changes about him. He goes from this crazed man, just kind of defeated, into his face is white. He is he looks almost like he's panicking. He's starting to shake a little bit. And he just goes, you mean you saw me?
We saw you. We've been working side by side for the last few days, doing some training together.
No.
What?
He runs back, kind of hobbles back to his desk and starts, pulling out papers and scattering them all over his desk, and pulls out books and starts kind of like going through very quickly, just going through books, texts that he's written, things like this. And he puts everything down and he puts his hands on the table and he looks up at you and he goes, "Oh, this can't be.
What?
This can't be. Where's my team?"
Yeah, about that.
It's just I think it's just you.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, the team, they made it out. Where are they? Have you seen them? They must have been with. They must have been with him. Where are they?
Chaplain, they didn't make it out.
No, they did make it out. I saw them. I made sure they made it out.
What she means to say, chaps, is that they got captured and not really a good outlook long afterwards.
No. That's wrong. I got captured. Jonny and I got captured. They made it out. They escaped. The whole reason that I'm here is because I stayed to make sure that they got out. What are you guys talking about?
Where's Jonny now? You're here. Where's Jonny?
I haven't heard from him in a while. When did you guys get here? Tell me everything. What's going on?
I'm doing an insight check real quick. Make sure this is actually on the level.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
It should 15.
Yeah, what are you checking for specifically? Just to
Just to make sure it's actually some form of him and not someone on the opposite side pretending to be him, just get a bunch of information or something like that.
okay, everything that's coming out of his mouth is sincere. Everything that's coming out of his mouth is sincere. His change in personality, his just demeanor, everything about him is completely sincere, as if he doesn't know anything that has transpired.
Chaplain, do you know who Malgan is?
Oh, yes, of course I know who Malgan is.
What can you tell us about him?
Well, hold on. Where is my team? What? Okay, all right.
I know you don't want to hear this, but your team isn't here.
Oh, well, where are they?
They've gone to a better place, I hope.
So all of this was for nothing. He just kind of collapses into his chair. And he goes, well, then what was the point? Jonny, damn it, what was the point? I just...
Help us help you. Like, we're here now. Like, we're all here. We all want to get back home. So how do we do that? How do we help you help us do that?
I mean, Jonny has... I mean, the only way back is with Jonny. Have you guys seen Jonny? Like, did he make it back to the team? What can you just? I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time understanding why you're even here. I haven't seen you in it's been months, and now you're here with these three, and he kind of like looks over and seeing a human, a hobgoblin, and a half Goliath, half human, just kind of like, you guys have the suits, I'm assuming.
We have the suits.
So
we were sent here after you didn't return.
Oh, they sent another group in. I thought I figured the lettys that we had would somehow let you guys know not let Meta know not to send any more people here.
Yeah, Meta got blown up.
I'm sorry, what?
The whole building got blown up before we even got there, so that kind of impaired that process probably a little bit. They invaded into our world and blew up the building.
I'm gonna roll Constitution for him because he's hearing a bunch of shit all at once.
I look at Ramirez like, gentle. Let's be gentle.
We're trying gentle. He's not getting it. I'm just gonna be blunt at this point.
He's in shock. He's in shock.
Yeah, he's hearing a bunch of shit all at once.
You're giving me excuses. I'm giving you why your excuses aren't valid.
All right.
I'm not giving him the full story about, hey, we saw you 2 hours ago. One person in our group knows everyone's dead because he can confirm it, and he hasn't told anybody else in the group yet. We're just speculating they're all dead.
Oh shit! Okay,
I said I went to a better place.
Yeah, so
he you know, you never know.
He got a 4, so he's gonna he kind of leans over and just starts hurling, just retching, and like it's a very sick type of throwing up, like just dry coughing and just, you know, like nothing's there. There's no substance to it, right? Like he's looking malnourished, and now you can kind of tell that he's not really eating a lot. There's nothing coming up. It's just straight dry heaving, and he's having a very hard time and a very big panic attack right now. He's gonna take some psyche damage there.
Gonna give him some of your fun pills.
You could give him some Motrin, but
That's the last thing we want.
sure.
Here, he's having a
But,
penchant. Quick, give him hallucinogenic drugs. He's
So,
gonna die.
I think that Charlotte would walk over and just put her hand, like, I don't know, they have a pretty good relationship. She'd probably just kind of put her hand around his shoulder and would like to just give him some like peace of mind by using it's balm of peace, but it's just
Okay.
it's supposed to be healing, but kind of that idea of like maybe some mental healing, maybe to help calm him down and
Yeah.
bring him back to just kind of a more calm sense so we can talk through
I like that.
everything.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so we'll say that once you cast that on him, his mind clears, and his shaking, his whole body is almost shivering, and it kind of stops and settles. And he looks up at you, and he puts his hand on your face, and he just goes, "Noxley, I never wanted to bring you into this. I didn't know it was going to be like this. You have to understand. We didn't know."
I think we have a lot of questions as well, but
I'll answer what I can. Can you please give me a brief, what happened? Like you said Meta blew up, but you got here. So
I'm gonna
Meta
look
blew
over
up.
at Sedgwick.
Like, how did all
Yeah.
that
Like,
happen?
do you want to give the sit rep?
Yeah, Cedric's been sitting here watching this whole thing transpire, and he's taking a cigarette, and he's taking a moment and just taking it in. And when she looks over, he's like, "All right, sir, you know you never went to war college, but I'm gonna give you a real quick brief, and I'm just gonna hit bullet points, fucking hard points, hard times." I was like, and then just break everything down. I could give that to you if you want, or I'm assuming I'm gonna give him no sugar coating, very military, very hit the things. And then the last little part, though, I will be like, last thing we saw about your team before we made our movement to this location. Also, get some fucking signs put up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, your team's KIA, as far as we know.
Okay. So, you're telling the complete truth.
Absolutely
And
nothing buttered up.
and just slightly changing that.
Yeah, the last part is like,
that
as
part
long
about
as
the team.
Yeah, as far as we know, they're KA. And I'll just be like, I forget who had Letty's eye. I'll just, if I have it, I'll take it out. Or Jack
Finn does.
Yeah,
it's in Finn's
Jack.
pocket.
Yeah, Jack does. And then I'll point at Jack and be like, if you want to see what the intel we just got, Jack's got the eye. But that's what happened to us.
Okay. So he again is kind of sitting back and just like taking this all in. His eyes are closed. He's almost meditating while he's listening to you.
I'll offer him a cigarette too if he wants one. I don't know if he's a smoker.
No.
Menthol only. Virginia Slims.
These are Warlock brand cigarettes. It's actually to spell false life, so I don't know.
I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a druid here. He takes out a big bong.
Nice. Little through the earth. I appreciate that. Nice.
So he so he's just leaning back, just listening to the story, and at certain points you notice his body kind of twitches, and he almost kind of gasps in pain at certain points of the story. And he starts out by saying, thank you for sharing that with me. I'm sorry that you guys had to go through that, and the loss of Letty. I don't. I would assume that you're wondering, having been through all that, that chaplain that you were working with, I don't think that the Malgan attack was random. I mean, I was there in the hideout for months with the team, and there was no way he would know that we were there. And then we went out on a mission one night and got caught up by some of Malgan's forces. That's where I think you said you guys met Sergeant Cross. That fight there was where Sergeant Cross lost his leg, where we lost a win, and where Jonny and I got captured by Malgan's forces. So, being brought here by Malgan's forces to basically have the elves look after us until Malgan got here. It seems that a lot has been going on. If you guys, I mean, I'm at a loss for words right now, but if there's something that you need to know that I can help you figure out, I guess I didn't mention that chaplain wasn't me. I figured you would probably
Had a sneaking suspicion there, boss.
I figured you would kind of put two and two together, but
Who was it?
When we were captured, one of Malgan's forces must have shapeshifted and took up my persona. I don't know what was told to the team, or I mean, I guess I don't know what was told to them. I know obviously from the story that you told us, kind of like what's been relayed, but I figured he kind of tipped Malgan's forces off, and I'm sorry you guys had to go through that.
I'll kind of stand up while he's talking and be like, so y'all got infiltrated. Whether or not the rest of them knew it was you or not, we don't know. Why would they train us and teach us all these things just to spring an ambush? Seems a little suspect, if you ask me.
Well, didn't you say that Malgan, that Letty's message, do you guys relay Letty's message, or are you letting him watch it? Like when you told the story to him, did you relay the message?
I would have said that Letty gave us a message, and then I would have said it's available to watch if you want to, and Jack wants to give it because it's kind of his baby. I'm not gonna fuck with his thing. So.
Well, then before he tells you anything, Jack, what Jack was it? Can I see that transmission that you have?
Yeah, I wouldn't give it over, but I would like take it out of my jacket pocket. And can I say like volume up and see if it's still beeping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It is still beeping kind of at the same rate that it's always been beeping. It hasn't changed.
Okay. I'll set it down on like a table or something and replay the message.
Okay. So while you guys rewatch the message, I'll play it here now because we
don't you fucking dare.
We all want to go through that again.
My heart.
Of course, you see Chaplain Johnson just start to cry, and he's got tears kind of trickling down as he's trying to remain stoic. And at the end of it, he just kind of ponders to himself, and so Malgan has to, I mean, to your question, Sedgwick, it sounds like Malgan needs earthlings to attune himself to whatever magic he has in a way to portal himself from this world to our world. I'm assuming that he thought maybe you four or including my team were the people that could do that, or maybe had knowledge of which one of us is best to attune with, or something like that, where it didn't he didn't really know yet. He didn't have all the information when he maybe attacked, and I don't know, maybe he found that you four were more likely to have information than my team. I don't know.
Well, yeah, sir. And don't mind me being a little bit cautious, as we just had our week-long home destroyed in an ambush by somebody who was infiltrated, and then we conveniently run into another version of you on our exfil route, heading somewhere else. What's to say you're not another distraction?
Well, I can answer any questions that you need if that will help. Noxley and I can go back, and I don't know. I kind of was thinking maybe we could ask each other something that only each other would know. But I mean, we already talked about my my scar on my head, so I don't know if that's proof enough for Noxley, and if that would work for the rest of the team or not. But I on my way out, I made sure that kind of that exit of the hideout would lead as close to where I am as possible. So I basically put a spell on that exit, where if you would leave, it would put you in my general vicinity, and that was meant to, if they ever wanted to try and find me, which they did a couple of times, or not a couple of times, but like they left that area, and I knew that they were in this area a couple times. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that if they wanted to find me, that they could be in my area, I guess.
Cedric will go just kind of like nod and give everybody a look and be like, we've been walking for a while. Today's been shitty. We could at least use a place to chill.
Well, to that point, I wouldn't plan on staying here long. I think that we need to figure out a way to get out of here as soon as possible. These elves have been bought and paid for by Malgan. I'm sure they've already told Malgan that you guys are here, which means he's on his way. And if Jonny was right, and if you guys said that he was just at Phandalin, I mean, it'll take less than a day to get here.
All right. Well, do we have a place we can go to?
I mean, I don't know of any place. We pretty much, when we got here, held up at Phandalin. We did some recon around Phandalin, but it's not like I know this world too much. I just know that we at least have to get out of here, and that's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Let's just say that.
Just really quick above table. What species is the chaplain?
He's the same. He's an elf. He changed into an elf. So
He's an elf.
so
Okay.
the other chaplain took his exact appearance. So
Okay, so elf and elf.
yeah,
okay.
he's an elf.
I have one more question, chaps, before we wrap up this. When you were still at the base, was there somebody named Randall there?
Randall. I don't recall a Randall.
Okay. Because Randall was one of the guys there that was a spy for Malgan. He turned on us when the army came. So he must have got in with the new chaps.
I'm sure that whoever it was that took over my appearance probably recruited a couple more. I would be surprised if he wasn't the only one of Malgan's forces that infiltrated the hideout, if that's the case.
Noxley's just going to look at the chaplain, and she's just going to say, I'm really sorry I disappointed you.
Where are you in vicinity to him? As he's recounting the story and kind of watching all this.
Yeah, I probably would have stayed pretty close because he looked like he was upset.
Okay. Close enough for him to like reach out to you, or?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So he just reaches out an arm then and kind of touches the back of your arm and just says, you have nothing to be sorry for. I am the one that is sorry.
While this is going on, I'm going to find the spot where I was sitting, just smoking, and I'm going to look through the eyes of my familiar, and I'm going to start scouting this fucking camp as best I can. Numbers, directions out, kind of find a tactical assessment on which way we can make a distraction and which way we can squirt out of this place. So.
Okay. Is there, when you do this, is there any change in your body that like would tip off someone that you're scrying, or basically like looking through the eyes of your familiar? Like, are you doing anything different?
I'm not allowed to see out of my eyes when I'm looking out of my familiar's eyes. So I'm imagining it kind of like the warging kind of bullshit from fucking Game of Thrones.
Okay.
But I imagine Sedgwick is like, was taught, oh yeah, you can do this from his trainer. And so he like takes the shades out, puts them on, and he's like,
smart. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he just like starts going through and does this thing. So yeah, you see a mirrored set of aviators come out.
Sweet. Okay. So that's great. I like that. So give me, what is your familiar doing? What is Sparky?
Good old
what's his
Baldy.
name? Baldy.
Baldy, the bald eagle.
Duh. So what is Baldy doing in terms of how high is he going? How far is he going? What exactly are you?
So step one, Baldy's engaging stealth mode. He's invisible. He's F-35 levels or F-22 levels of quiet and not there. Okay. And now he is just, he's an eagle. So he's going to fly, get a perimeter. Then he's going to start. Since I'm looking through it, I'm going to be like, I'm going to count numbers and things like that. Just see what we're up against. So,
okay.
But flying.
Are you only doing this around the camp, the forest? Or like,
so
are you going to the edge of the forest?
Yeah, order of operations would be number of people, any obstacles we might have, an egress route, so wherever looks the best for us to leave, and then if I can't go too far.
It's a pretty small forest, so that's kind of like where I'm going with this. Is I'm trying to figure out.
I'll get a mile out and find a route.
Okay, great. Okay, so. So you're saying so the immediate camp area filled with, again, just a bunch of elves, children, adults, warriors, archers, kind of just a plethora of different types of that. I mean, it's their own little society. They've got a blacksmith, they've got, everything, right? And then outside of that is just forest. And so if Baldy is above the forest, if he's kind of skirting the top of the tree, the top of the trees, it's just forest, nothing crazy. If he's going in between the trees, a lot of trees. Like you guys, when you guys were walking,
amount of trees, I get it.
Like when you guys were walking through the forest last episode, like remember the weird thing was that there was like no animals. There wasn't like anything going on in the forest. It was weird, right?
Yeah.
So
the bigger predator, the elves are sitting in the trees.
So when he either goes. So let's say he's. You said he's going to do a perimeter around the forest.
Perimeter
It's not-
first, and then
it's not a- it's
he'd
not a-
he'd eventually dip in and start looking around. So,
Yeah, he's not a huge. It's not a huge forest, but when he gets to and he's seeing everything. He sees the rivers. There's like a fork that comes into the forest, and then one river leading out. So he kind of sees that the river is going out towards the coast. But as he approaches the perimeter of the forest, gets a little bit too close to the perimeter, and you immediately, I'm going to say that with what you're doing, you don't only see, but you maybe feel a little bit from him as well. And he kind of bounces off of a barrier and gets singed a little bit. So you feel a little bit of like a tingle in one of your arms, a little bit of heat. And then your vision just kind of vanishes from your familiar.
the slow pull off of the glasses. Put them in my pocket. What's up with the barrier, Padre? You know anything about that?
Yeah, of course. How do you know about it?
I'm a scout. That's what I do. Tell me what you know. Don't give me any of your honeyed bullshit. I just want details, sir.
So
I put the glass back. I'm a scout. That's what I do. No, sorry. So bad.
Putting that on a t-shirt.
So
It's called
so
recon. So bad.
you gonna let me
Sorry.
talk there, Sergeant?
No. Go ahead. What?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah. So the elves, at a brief, quick history is that at one point, the polk trees and the elves were able to talk with each other, and basically, again, long story short, the elves kind of severed that link between them, and in doing so, became this kind of like neurotic, I don't want to, almost xenophobic type of tribe, and kind of shut the world out. And with that, put a barrier around the forest so that if anybody walks in, they're stuck here. Anyone that shouldn't be here, rather, anyone that's not like them, gets stuck in the forest and either dies or, can't ever find a way out.
Do they ever leave, or are they just staying here?
No, you can't get out without a season pass.
So not like them, but you and I are elves, which touches our ears.
Oh,
So does that include us?
no, these elves are very particular. There's a lot of different types of elves.
Oh,
And they know if you're not like them. Trust me.
okay. So I'm not like them, and you're not like them.
Right. Correct.
Okay.
Well, that's step one. We got to figure out that fucking barrier then. You said a season pass? How do we steal one of those? Or in this case, 5.
I like where your head's at.
Tactically acquire. We don't steal things here.
Yeah.
Do our IDs work here?
The guard post out front when you walk in, they're the ones that keep the season passes. For if anyone wants to leave the forest, they grab one on their way out, and then they come back in, and
they're just sitting in there.
Well, I mean, they're guarded. Of course, they have it's the guard tower, so they have a couple of guards there. But you saw through the familiar that on the door of each of the guard towers there were 2 guards.
Okay, and did I see these season passes? Are they like an
No,
item or is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside.
So I take out my flag, my canteen cup, a little bit of skull wintergreen, and I start casting my ritual to resummon my familiar. However, I'm gonna instead of he was an imp last time, that can take the shape of a bird, right? So the bird happens to be a bald eagle because America. he's gonna do that again, but you're gonna see instead of the ball one after the 10 minutes you cast it, the initial form is almost like those tall GI Joe figures, but an imp. Yeah, and then I'm gonna be like, I got a mission for you. I need you to sneak into one of those towers and get us some of these passes. And I'm gonna give him a little salute, and he's gonna be like, pull out a thing of camo paint and go invisible, and then he's gonna start going to go do his thing. So
can I give him guidance?
Absolutely.
All right, so
She's just
delete
gonna grab
all
his
of
face
these
and be
characters
like-
that I made. All these NPCs, delete. Okay.
I don't know. Where's try the easy thing first, right?
Okay, I like it. So, all right. So you're sending him to do it. All of you are going to stay in.
Unless we have other options. I'm like, this is very much open to debate. So
I'm all for your plan if you've explained it to us.
oh yeah,
I think it might be
I'd be
easier.
like,
If, like, let's say
He
you and
just
I
does it
go over
without
there.
saying anything to anybody.
Yeah. You and I can go over there and we can like maybe try to engage the guards and casual conversation, make his job a little bit easier. Maybe.
That's fair. I like it.
And
Smart.
Sarge, I think I got this whole sneaking around thing pretty down pat after Not taught me. Past couple weeks. So
Loxy, she's looking up at you. Got this sneaking around thing.
He's a quiet giant.
They'll never suspect the giant.
Do you hear the mountain when it moves? Exactly. Some deep shit. No.
Noxley's pushing up her glasses. She's like, I could try.
All right, so which route are you taking? What's your guys' plan here?
I like playing ABC. Me and Ramirez go do some distraction. B, Ro tries to sneak into one of the towers, and C, my little guy helps Ro by helping him sneak into the tower too. So I'm cool with all that.
Okay.
Noxley's
Is
just gonna strip naked and streak.
She's like, distraction! You're yelling distraction.
Okay, so all
I
right,
do
so-
have Mask of the Wild, so I could hide in the shadows.
Okay,
and
so
be
so
obscured.
all right, guys. Let's get a concrete plan here together. If we're are we? I mean, I can go at any time. I think we should get out of here as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Are you well enough?
I'm fine, thank you. I can manage. So let me get this straight. Sedgwick,
Yeah.
your little
Baldy.
is going to sneak into the guard tower,
Mm-hmm.
grab us 5 season passes.
Yeah, or he's gonna help Ro sneak into the guard tower. Ro's pretty sneaky, and Baldy can only take one hit. Ro can take several in case that happens.
Okay.
Not saying it
at
should.
least 2.
At least 2 solid hits.
Okay, Sedgwick and Ramirez, you both are going to be standing outside schmoozing the guards.
Sure. Yeah.
Is that what I'm getting?
I'm gonna
Well,
One way or the other,
cover.
yeah. Just
And-
we need them to turn around.
And
That's
then
all.
Noxley, I hope
And
you made
you.
a joke. I don't
I-
really
I-
want
I
to see
will-
you nude.
No, I will provide cover
Okay.
in the
All right.
shadows where people won't see that I'm there. Hopefully,
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I like this. I've managed to I've managed to gain the trust and the friendship of some of these elves. Aiden, one of them, the one that brought you here. And so let me grab him or let me talk to him real quick and see. I just want to make sure that obviously there's no civilian casualties. I don't want the kids seeing this. It's pretty late, so everyone should be sleeping. I just want to make sure that whatever we're doing, nobody else gets hurt. I think we've all lost plenty of people already, and I don't want to see any more of my friends die. So let me chat with him real quick. if that works for you guys.
Knock it out there, bud.
Okay.
Move
right.
quick.
So he calls Aiden in, and they're just going to have a little chat. If there's anything you want to do you for while they're chatting with each other, feel free to do so. If not,
Can I listen in on this conversation?
I was gonna say Baldy's like invisible, just like I'm gonna scout this fucking thing out.
yeah, you can listen to the conversation. It's all legit. There, he's just the chaplain basically is telling Aiden that, hey, look, I know you and I had discussed getting out of here before privately, and I know you've kind of thrown the old pokes away, like you're not down with the old pokes anymore. But we're going to do this now. This team is another one of us from our world. Like I said, if you help us out, I would be willing to take you back to our world, provided that we can maybe change your appearance a little bit. I don't know how Earth's going to do with seeing an elf run around. Aiden's like, yeah, I mean, that's fine. If you're cool, I'm cool. He's very laid back. Just, yeah, I mean, let's do it. What do you need from me? I just need you to kind of make sure the kids are away, maybe provide some cover. Maybe a couple of your buddies could help out, just making sure that we can do this quick, clean, and get out of here. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll take care of it. No big deal. That's what you guys hear.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Aiden leaves. Chaplain's like, okay. I think we're good. I think we're ready for this. Whenever you guys are ready, let's get out of here. We need to get out of here.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys lead the way. I'll have Chaplain Johnson kind of follow you, and you guys lead the way. He's actually going to, as you guys are walking out, where Aiden is standing. He's kind of the guard that watches over Chaplain Johnson and his area. So he's basically gonna make it seem like he's walking you guys around the camp and kind of giving you a tour, right? So Chaplain Johnson is going to walk out with him, and then I'm assuming Baldy is going ahead of the pack, kind of making his way over there.
Yeah, he's kind of sticking around with Ro because what I'm gonna do mechanically is have Baldy help Ro by either providing distractions or giving him the help action, or like if it's like, oh shit, there's a door or something, maybe the little guy can kind of like crawl around and unlock it. It's weird. Like he's just a helper at this point. So
okay, all right, cool. Okay,
little commando imp.
And then what are you two doing, Sedgwick Ramirez? What are you doing as we walk down through the village, down the stairs towards the guardhouse?
So I'm just thinking we just tell them we're looking for like an outhouse or something out there. We just got completely fucking lost on our first time. Something like we're just.
Well, you have Aiden and the chaplain with you, and their whole spiel was like they're giving you a tour around.
Yeah.
While everyone's asleep, they're giving you a tour around. And so there's not a lot of people out. There's, a couple of guards are walking. This is like a U shape. It's like a big U. And at the front, there are two towers. And they're just, walking the perimeter. And then there's two people in front of the left tower, two in front of the right tower.
There's a total of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe we hang back and then start trying to talk to them. Like, oh, what kind of things you usually see around here? I hate guard duty. Like, just hit them in the soldier fields.
Yeah. It's literally the worst. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Maybe they'll find that interesting enough to
to
be distracted by.
I'll offer them cigarettes too. Like, I'll just do all the shit you would do to like, hey, how's guard duty going, man? Sorry, bro.
All right. So which one do you want to attempt to break into, and which one do you want to attempt to schmooze the guards, chit chat with the guards?
Let's distract the left.
Left or right? All right, you take left, I'll take right.
Yeah, and you take right. And then I'll just kind of warg into my dude for a second and have him like if it's possible to stay hidden and just kind of pull on row and just point, steal from the left one.
Okay.
And then not the right one. And then
Okay.
or I'll be like, steal from the left one, backup plan, steal from the right one.
Okay.
And then he goes, puts more camo paint on and goes invisible.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so I see Jack Rowe, you rolled a 13? Or do you have advantage?
I do have advantage with the what's it called? Familiar.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
to give
okay.
him the help
perfect.
action.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So 15. So yeah, you're good. Nobody sees you go invisible, and then you are kind of stealthed. Well, you're not going invisible, but you're
Might as well be.
sneaking around. Do you have a spell to be invisible?
No.
Well, so you're sneaking around, and nobody notices you. You and Baldy make it to the left tower, right outside where the gate guards are, and then Sedgwick and Ramirez, you both are on the other tower talking to the guys.
No,
we split
up.
We're on each
Oh,
tower.
I see. 1 and 1.
Yeah.
1 and 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So, Noxley, what are you doing?
So I peeled off at some point. Can you tell me? You said it's a U, but what's in the center of the U?
So it's 2 stories. So up top is where like all the shops and the housing is, and below is where they do like their parties. That's where they eat food like as a whole tribe.
Okay.
That's kind of like where all the workshop, all that kind of stuff is down there.
Is there any, I guess, statues or religious like artifacts or anything in the square? No. And there's no people, right? It's pretty scarce.
There are no people at all. These are elves.
No
I'm just
people.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing.
No humanoids. Are there any humanoids around?
Damn.
Okay, so yeah, there's nobody down there. Just patrols, and they're walking around. They're somewhat oblivious. They see Aiden and the chaplain walking around. So those people walking around with them are kind of, they're not as watchful of those people. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna, again, I have Mask of the Wild, so I just want to maybe look like I'm browsing the shops and just find a really good point where I have a line of sight on both towers.
Okay.
And just, I don't know, I'm playing the female role, right? So I'm just, I'm just hanging around. Maybe I have my book in my hand.
Okay.
And my rifle, my hand on my rifle.
Okay.
Or on my pistol. Sorry, I lost my rifle.
Okay. All right. So then, to kick this off, Sedgwick. We'll start with Sedgwick and his conversation with his guards, and see if they're interested enough in your conversation.
A long night, huh? Yeah. Pretty shitty. Nice tower you got there. Reminds me of my day. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna keep going until you tell me to stop.
Go.
Yeah.
They're just they're like.
I remember guard.
Like,
yeah, guard Diddy was a piece of shit. How long you guys been doing this for?
It's going on 56 hours now.
Jesus Christ. Damn, you're a machine. Holy cow, 56 hours. That's out of control.
I mean, with the ears comes special
you're right. That's true. Y'all don't really sleep, huh?
That you don't really have. So,
what do you guys do?
I'm assuming your fire duty or your guard duty was a couple hours.
Trash. Yeah, is what it was. Let's be honest. I mean, come on. I was like, dark out here, though, man. I heard you guys can see good in the dark, but not good in the dark. You know what I mean?
I mean, we can see. Yeah, we see better than you. That's.
I doubt it. But you want to. I brought some tech with me back from where I'm from. You want to check it out? I'll help you see in the dark. I'll pull up my night vision goggles. I'm like, check it out. Yeah, and I'll come up to the tower and be like, all you got to do, you put it on, and then you flip the switch. It'll go green for a minute, but once it does, you'll be able to see the world much better than you can in low light. It's really cool.
If anyone should have these, it's us. And grabs them, takes them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I could totally see in the dark. So it's totally fine.
Both of them are like huddled around him, and one puts it on, and
yeah. I'm just like looking to wherever I think Finn's. I'm like, go in the building right now.
So he just hears, sees hears, it turns on.
Yeah. I'm like, check this out, and I'll take a chem light and I'll crack it, and I'll be like, and I'll like hide it, and I'll be like, all right, so look over here, and then I'll move it over here, like so they're looking away from where Finn would have to go into the thing. I'd be like, check it out, super bright, right? And then if I hide it, it washes out. Isn't that crazy? That's the only downside is people with these things. So you got to be careful with it.
You're beating me to it. You're beating me to all the points. Okay, great.
I know how to make a distraction. All right. That's an E4 for a very long time.
so yeah, they're just like looking and whoa, I can what these are incredible. You can see all the way. Look, you can see we can usually only see 8 trees back. You can see
12 trees deep, back. 20 trees deep. Fuck? Easy.
This is outstanding. Okay, so they're super distracted. They're back and forth. They're like changing goggles back and forth. And okay, so Ramirez, let's do you first because I need to see if your guards are kind of what they're gonna see over at the other guard tower.
So Naxley can tell that Sedgwick's guards look like knuckleheads at this point. So she's gonna pivot her focus over on where Ramirez is.
So these are elevated guard towers, like off the ground, or are they on ground level?
Yeah, ground level.
Oh, ground level.
Like the entrance, the door is on ground level. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk in. Like, hey guys. So
who are you?
You guys, we're with the crew over here, giving a walk around dog and pony show.
He looks over, sees Aiden and Chap. And he's like,
yeah, they're just giving us a tour since everyone's not here, so we don't get too much like interference with the local customs and all that, or whatever the hell it is.
God, you smell.
But regardless,
stand back.
It's not.
Jeez, Lord,
it's not that bad. It's been a while, but regardless, like I thought, I'll pull out an MRE. I'm like, I got some food here, so just tasting the different cuisines. You guys can try that. So I got here a veggie burger for you, which for us is told to be one of the best ones out there.
A veggie. Would you say burger?
Burger. It's essentially like, are you guys vegetarian? Do you guys not eat meat? Or you eat meat?
Burger.
So I wasn't sure if you guys would eat meat or if you're elves, like you just stick to like plant life. So this is a completely plant-like meal.
Hey, watch it. He like points his pike up to you. Like what? Not all elves are the same. All right, they're hairy.
That's why I said I wasn't sure. I also got one made out of pork as well. I have options.
Okay.
You got plants or pork.
Okay. All right.
They both make the plants there. Like we're gonna be digging.
Okay, so I'll break it up with them and just
what's
they're eating it. It's the legitimate veggie burger. Whatever. I've never had that one, so I don't know exactly.
Look it up real quick, or I'm gonna make shit up. What's in the veggie burger? What comes in the veggie burger?
Let's find out.
Eggplant, zucchini, carrots, kale.
Yeah, let's just go with that. I don't know. Can't find a fucking thing list. I've always avoided that. So I have no clue.
It's okay. Let's see. We've got
tofu, soy.
I'm thinking jalapeno cheese spread, a snack bread, 2 crackers, a set of charms, an accessory packet, a milkshake. Let's fucking go.
Okay, so the first picture I pulled up, this is what's in there. All right.
Oh boy.
Veggie burger and barbecue sauce, potato sticks. There's the lemon lime beverage base powder. You've got your wheat snack bread, 2 wheat snack breads, and it looks like some sort of like a cinnamon scone. Oh, cinnamon scone.
Well, that's fancy.
And then of course, you've got the heat that cool heating pad.
Yeah. I'm making sure I'm grabbing the heating pad.
The Tabasco sauce, all that crap's in there.
So I'll let them start like messing with it and going to it. And somehow one of the cool things about it is this little bag here. You pour water in here and you shake it up, and it'll just warm up your food for you. And I'll do this. I'll start the process, but I'm going to purposely make it where it's sealed off and there's no way for the air to get out of it.
What do you mean warms up for you? What kind of magic is
I'll show you, and I'll just like I'll
mean
shake
this
it.
is
I'll
just-
put it down for a second and feel this. Feel how it's starting to get a little bit warmer.
And he puts his hand out. Starts steaming a little bit. He's like,
Yeah.
what
So,
kind of magic
I'm
is
gonna-
this? I've never seen this.
I'm going to wrap it up kind of so the steam can't escape and just put it in the corner and be like, okay, so I'm just going to leave this here for a minute while it heats up. And then we can just try heating up your meal. And so I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and I'm just going to check real quick on the other guard tower, see how they're doing. And just walk out to the other guard tower.
Okay. All right. So
That's-
simultaneously, this is happening simultaneously. So both of your conversations are happening at the same time while you have basically kind of told Ro, hey, it's time to go in. So Ro, do your
Set
thing.
up the bamboozle. Let's
with
go, Ro.
Baldy.
Okay. Do you need another stealth check to get into the building?
So
or-
I need a stealth check to get into the door, to open it without them hearing you open the door.
Okay, well that's a nat 20.
Perfect.
My guy.
Shoot.
Okay. You
He is
are
the knight.
okay. You're
Don't see
inside.
me.
You're inside, and with the stealth check, there was one person literally like right at the door, and you're able to just go right by him as well. Roll investigation for me to see if you can find the season passes.
Can I also get Can I also get help action from Baldy on this too?
Oh, of course. Take it.
Yes,
He's there to help you.
I have a -2 to investigation.
Okay.
Oh
What are you
no!
rolling? Okay.
I got
Child.
A 3.
Child.
a 3.
Are you rolling again?
That was
Yeah, you
with
get that.
advantage.
Oh,
that
my
was with
Lord.
advantage?
Oh
I got
my
a 5
god.
or 4.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are looking around, and as you guys are looking around, you don't see. You didn't even ask what they look like. You didn't ask. Season passes. It could be fucking anything at this point, right? You have no idea what you're looking for. You're looking around, can't find it. So we're gonna go back out to Ramirez. We'll start with Ramirez because Ramirez, you said that you wanted to walk over and leave your
Yeah.
guys with the MRE to go to Sedgwick. So we're gonna start with you.
I actually left a bomb with a timer in there because the MRE heater, I made it where the gas cannot escape.
Right, but but how long?
Yeah.
But how long is that going to last, though? What?
Like a
I
minute,
mean,
2
Probably
minutes.
like a minute or 2 minutes before it goes off, and at least causes more of a distraction. Where if they haven't stolen that shit by that time, then people are probably going to come investigate, like what the hell's going on the right one.
Okay. Okay. All right. So they're cooking. They're doing their stuff. They're biting into the wheat bread. They're biting into some of the other stuff. You're seeing them kind of like eat raisins. One of them's like spitting it out, nasty. One of them's like downing the Tabasco sauce, just like pouring it into his mouth. And, yeah,
This
they're just-
flavor. Oh.
Yeah, they're having a blast with all this food. Before we continue, Finn, are you still there?
He said
he
BRB.
BRB.
So, yeah.
Oh, he did.
Real
All
quick.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll continue because he's gonna be next. But so if you're gonna say we're gonna say that's a minute for that bomb to explode. So we'll do 10 rounds. We'll do 10 kind of like go arounds, and we'll just go from there and see what happens.
Yeah. Essentially, what I'm gonna try to do if I can, I'm gonna try to get from my tower to the other guard shack as fast as possible, and then just essentially tell Sedgwick, like, I gave him MREs, I gave him an entire heating thing, I rolled it up for him. They're gonna have a nice fun time.
Okay. All right. So when you
Internal
approach
laughing.
the tower, one of the guys one of the elves has just this big, goggles on, and he's looking straight at you, and he's like pushing the button on and off as you get closer, like just like, and he's just like turn as you get closer, and he's kind of like having fun with it. You get there, and what did you say to Sedgwick?
Oh, I gave him I gave him a veggie burger and
Okay.
rolled up the heater for him to make sure
Ugh.
it's getting nice and hot.
Oh. Classic. That's very nice of you to give our favorite MRE to these guys. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, gotta make good relations, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's do Ramirez. You can roll persuasion with advantage from Sedgwick kind of throwing in that little quip there about it being the best meals. We'll say that's a help. So we'll have you roll advantage.
9.
Okay. Both of the elves here like the veggie burger, and they're just like veggies again. No, this is way cooler, and they just keep messing with it. They're one of them's got a bow and arrow, and he's like shooting it up and watching it with the night vision goggles. Sedgwick, let's go to you.
I'm like, so check this out, right? That little piece of tech with I learned a few little tips and things, some magic around these parts, right? Check this out. Common spell, very easy. Watch this, and I'll walk over to where the edge of the thing is, and where it's like 8-10 trees deep, and I'll cast dancing lights, and I'll just spread the lights out, and I'll be like, you can leave these little guys there, kind of illuminate different parts. People's eyes are going to focus on these, not see you. Got a perfect shot right on these guys, right? A little bit of shadow play help you out, right? And I'll be like, you want to check it out? I'll be like, check this out. I was like, you got the goggles. Why don't you go out there and try to hide, and just you guys could swap off and see what it's like, so you get that firsthand experience, because you guys are better at hiding in this forest than I am for sure. So I'm gonna see if I can get him out of the fucking building.
You mean away from the building?
Yeah, I'll be like, try to go hide. See if you can see how much better you could see him out there.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh, baby, that's what I'm good at. That 20. That's a 26.
Not even gonna roll. Okay. So
diplomacy.
Are both of them going out, or just one of them?
Just one. I was gonna have one here with the night vision, the other one going out there to hide, and they see how better they can see with the night vision on.
All right, yeah. So they're back and forth real quick. Like, I want to go. No. I'm gonna go. No. I had them first. I'm gonna watch. they rock paper scissors, except for it's not rock paper scissors. It's
older parchment shears.
Yeah. And one of them just goes off, and so now you only have one there. The other is way off in the woods.
And then one of them's there and in the woods, and this one's right here. I'm like, yeah. I'm like kind of pushing him up to the thing, like, all right, watch him, just track him, see what you can do. I'll look into the guard tower and I'll look for Ro. Do I see him at all?
Are you gonna? So you have to open the door to do that. Are you gonna?
Yeah. That one guy's completely distracted. The other guard's completely gone. So I'll just kind of be like, got him yet? I'll just kind of be like,
I should be in there as well, so I can.
Go yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow that guard out into the woods.
Fucking Steven Seagal, that shit.
Okay. All right. So then, let's do a stealth roll from opening the door.
Well, I mean, I opened it when I walked in, right? So.
No, you didn't walk in. The guards are outside.
Yeah.
Outside of the door. There's one guard inside that's with Ro. So when you walked up, you're now outside of the door. The only guy that's there is distracted. So whoever's going to open the door and look in at Ro needs to roll stealth, because you guys don't know that there's a character sitting in that tower. But you also don't want them to know that you're opening the door. So one of you, whoever's going to open it, Sedgwick or Ramirez.
I'll do it.
Can I also, if I hear the door opening, can I also go against their stealth to see if I can hear the door opening?
What are you going to do if you do, though? What's your plan?
If I hear them come in, I'd like to draw my pistol and put it up against the guard's head, basically.
Making it dirty.
Okay, let's have them roll, and then we'll go to your kind of your turn, and then you can have have your actions.
Okay.
Do you want to roll, or you want me to? Ramirez.
I mean, I'm good, but I have disadvantage on it because I have heavy armor.
Okay, I'll do it then. A 19. Oh,
Nice.
That's Baldy's. Excuse me. You want me to roll mine?
Yeah. You got to roll yours.
Okay. 12.
Okay. So the guard that is outside doesn't notice. He's got his goggles on. He's too focused. But the one on the inside is going to notice unless Ro does something about it.
So my passive
So give-
perception is 20.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
You
If I'm gonna like notice that somebody is opening the door, I'm not sure who, but I'm gonna basically like I'll put the gun to his back and
Okay.
I'll hold his shoulder with the other hand and say,
okay?
"Don't you fucking move."
Okay. Okay. All right. So, I guess at this point, Ramirez, are you going into the tower? Or are you
Yeah,
just
if
checking?
I
What do
see
you-
the door
Pull the
open. I
piss
see
out
him,
of that guy.
I mean, yeah, I see the door open. I see him sneak in there. I'm just gonna kind of go to the doorway and like look to see what's going on. See him put a gun to this guy's head, and like, well, I guess it's my turn to look these
Cedric,
fucking
I'm-
passes.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
Because
Cedric
these
is
two
the one
guys
that
look
opened the door.
occupied as shit right now.
Yeah, I was like, eh.
Yeah.
Fucking
So-
oil these hinges. Fuck.
All right. So, who's going in? I'm sorry. Who's going into the tower? If anybody, you don't have to. I'm just saying who's
Probably
going-
Ramirez.
Okay.
Since I'm kind of still like schmoozing the guard with the goggles, and I was kind of
Okay.
like opening the door,
All right.
like, oh,
All right, that's cool.
fucking
All right, so-
see what's taking so long.
So yeah, you just hear and then you walk in, right? And then you see all this happen. Jack Rose got a gun to the guy's head. You hear him mutter, "Don't fucking move," and then you just hear behind you, it closed back. Yeah. So now Ramirez, Ro, and Baldy are all in the tower, and let's go to Noxie real quick. Noxie, what do you want to do, if anything?
So when I see the other guard start walking towards so I do see the dancing lights cast. I'm
Mhm.
assuming, right?
Mhm.
Little.
Mhm.
Are
They're
they
probably
like?
pretty.
Are they like
There's a
Christmas
red, white,
lights?
and blue
Oh,
little
okay.
orb.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know it's your
Nice.
shit that you just.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
So I, even though I don't know what you're doing, I do see the guard come by me, and so as he passes by, I'm gonna trail at somewhat of a distance. I'm gonna let him go. I want to see what he does when he gets out into the woods
Okay.
because I want to prevent him from coming back to the tower.
Okay. Where are you in terms of this guy? Like, are you trailing like right behind him? Are you trailing like how are you
I probably would have waited like at least 15 feet.
behind him?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I'm not trying to be obvious. It's like one of those things like I'll come out, I'll casually stroll, but I want to stay in the shadows and try to blend with the shadows.
That's what I was looking for. Whether or not.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
my mask of the wild
Okay.
masks me while I'm in a shadow. So
Okay. That's good. Okay. So all right. Perfect. Right now he's just kind of like waving over at the other elf. Has a knife out. He's like hitting the tree and like carving stuff into the tree to see if the other elf can read it. He's just like making symbols and shit in the trees.
just shake her head. What a dumbass.
Okay. To the other elves, they're still chowing down. One of them's pouring salt, just straight salt into his mouth. He's like, "What is this package? This is a brown
To be
package."
fair, I did leave them with all the food, and I didn't tell them what any of it did. So
Nope.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
exploring it.
experimentation.
Yeah, they're just tearing shit apart. They do, however, get to the cinnamon scone, and
Fist
one of the
fight.
elves like bites into it and just is like, this is the best. It's just and the other one's like, give me some of that, and then so they're tussling over the cinnamon scone right now. So you're good over there. Cedric, do you want to do anything?
So I open the door, I see him walk in, and then I shut the door.
Yeah.
Can I see into there anyway at all, or no?
There's no windows.
Okay. In that case, I will just kind of be like, "Ain't that crazy out there? What are you seeing?" I'll talk to the guy, and I'll just kind of warg into the fucking
Nice.
old boys thing,
Okay.
and I'll just take a look and see what's going on, and be like, "Fuck." Okay.
Yeah. So like your eyes open, and the bird's just like sitting on the desk. So he's seeing a guy with a gun to his head, and then like this hobgoblin next to him, and then this huge giant is right behind him.
So I'll pop out of invisibility, and you'll just see this little thing, and he'll pull like a little tiny knife, and he'll point it at the elf, and he'll be like, "Passes!" It's my voice, but coming out of that thing, and as panicked as possible.
Baldy's doing that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Baldy's
okay,
gonna do that.
Okay, great. Okay, all right. Give me
Intimidate. Perhaps?
Yeah. But I'm wondering if do it with advantage because of the situation, and also he just
Perfect.
came out of nowhere and he's got paint on him and
It's just a little terrifying little imp, right?
And by the way, they're great America passes.
That's right, Grant. Dude, I could pull mine out
They
of my
don't know what
desk
America
right
is.
now.
They can't read America passes. They don't know what they've
Sorry.
never heard of
All right,
America.
so the other thing other than persuasion I'm really good at is intimidation as an E6. So that's not that great. It's a 10, but that was that's at a +6. So I rolled like absolute ass.
Yeah. Okay, so he's not having it. He's kiss.
I stab him. No, I'm just
He's a kiss my ass.
didn't take my hand off the piece. It's like chess. He's a kiss your ass.
Kiss my ass.
I'll be like, shoot him. No, I don't.
Next
All right.
snap.
All right, so we're gonna go to let's go to Ro.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my voice down pretty low, but I'm gonna say, "Give me the season passes, and you walk away from this."
Okay. Roll intimidation without advantage because that advantage is worn off. He's not as spooked anymore.
Yeah.
Well, he probably should be. It's 3v1 with a hobgoblin fighter, a fucking sneaky boy with a gun to his head.
The flanking. No.
Definitely in sneak attack position. Just saying.
15.
Okay. Let me
Solid.
roll for him. Oops. Okay. He sucks.
If you
So-
don't give me the passes, what do you want me to tell your family?
So he's just like little Brianch. Little Brianch.
Brianne, what the fuck?
Little Brianch.
I might just shoot him anyways.
She'll,
Yeah.
she'll miss her papa. Okay. All right. Season passes are in that drawer to the left there.
I'm gonna keep the gun on him.
Okay. And then we'll go to Ramirez then.
Yeah.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from him? I'm going to activate one of my tattoos, the stone rune, and try to incapacitate him for a minute.
Okay. Yes.
The DC 14 wisdom.
Five.
All right, so he just drops into a stupor, and like we have 60 seconds before this shit wears off. Get the passes, get the fuck out of here.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. So I mean, you guys are there alone. You find the season passes. How many are you grabbing?
As many as I can.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So they
okay.
can't grab them to fall to us.
Okay. Well, I mean, they can. The elves can come in. The season passes are
Listen.
for outsiders. Okay, so just
We don't
make it
know all
clear.
these things.
Just make it- no, you would have explained it to you. But okay, so great. All right, so you're grabbing 10. You have 10 passes. Okay. They're on
Sell these
lanyards.
things on the outside.
They're on lanyards. Okay. All right, so what are you guys gonna do?
Okay,
Come here.
let's go.
I'll open the door with my stealth.
Okay.
And,
Give it to me.
Cedric, you want to warg back into your body?
You see, yeah. Then I'll drop the dancing lights and I'll take that chem light and I'll put it right on front of the fucking dude's monocular eye and just blind the fuck out of him. And then like, cheese it, let's run. Let's go. As we're getting ready to roll.
Okay. So you guys just come barreling out of there. The elf blinded. He starts screaming.
I'm like, oh shoot, that sucks. Sorry.
Yeah. So So I would assume that you guys had made a plan on how to escape, and the plan probably would have been with the chaplain's input. Just follow, get to the river, follow the river out. It'll lead you out, and then you can just go out that way. It's the easiest way to find your way out. So, in doing that, you know that you have to basically run back the other way and go underneath, like the 2-story, you're going underneath there and kind of out that way. So as soon as this happens, the light, the chem light is flashing in his eyes. He's blinded. He's on the ground. He's yelling. The two others across the way, they look up from their little thing. Yeah, their little thing. And as they start running over, that thing just has a big, and it's throwing like random bits of food everywhere. The guy in the tree line is like, I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Where are you? And at that moment, the temperature drops about 20 degrees.
Oh no!
It just gets cold. Your entire body feels as it did the moment that you were in the hideout. And we'll end it there for now.
You cock! I fucking hate you.
But
That was a perfectly executed escape.
Noxley's still in the woods.
I imagine like when the lights went out on that guy, I can't see Noxie just like time to go night night. Just fucking knock him down.
Oh man! All right, so we will end it there for this episode. And now I'm excited to see next episode. I'm excited for that. Fantastic job, everyone. And Melissa, do we have anything going on?
Yeah, we do have just some one-shots going on, like a level 20 one-shot, like an epic if you want to test a character. So we're going to start running those either monthly or bi-monthly. We'll see how the first one goes. And still have people who are posting games looking for players. So hit us up in the Looking for Games channel. Still trying to get the West marches moving forward. I think that's about it right now. We're in a lull because of the holiday, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the West March is just for John and I to kind of go over that a little bit more and flesh it out. Maybe like a January 1st kind of thing, like it started in the new year.
Probably
people are excited for it. So
yeah. And then also, I know a couple of people have been wanting to do the G.I. Joe RPG. So we might try that out. That might be fun. I would like to try it out because for obvious reasons, but I would like to try out the G.I. Joe either with you guys or anybody in the Discord. So if you guys are interested, let us know.
Any reason to just scream "Yo Joe" at the top of my lungs in my house is fucking happening. I can just say.
And we have DMs looking to launch like Shadow Dark and some Cypher systems. So even though we love our D&D, we have people branching out to some of those other TTRPG games. So.
Yep, for sure. Awesome. Anything else? Anything from the Marine?
Ra?
Happy
What are you gonna do for your birthday?
Don't add population, don't subtract from the population.
I've put a do not contact Ramirez for the next 2 days on my calendar.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate myself on Sunday, I'm sure, but I'll enjoy Friday and Saturday in the process.
Yeah. Enjoy Sunday. And everybody else enjoy. Well, I hope you had a good Veterans weekend, and if you didn't, make sure you thank the veterans that you know in your community, any friends you have. Even though sometimes it feels like we don't appreciate it, it's still nice to be acknowledged for the shit that we went through. Yeah. So,
and happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Because our next episode will be after Thanksgiving.
It will be after.
That's true.
Very thankful for everyone here.
And follow us on Twitter. Follow us on X at dungeonsdogtags.
X. There's no X. Twitter.
And
it's the platform formerly known as Twitter.
We are now on Blue Sky as well at dungeonsandDogtags.
That's some big stuff, man. I like that.
I thought we were getting an OnlyFans account, but okay, Blue Sky's better. I think
that's next stage next year.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right, look
That's
forward to that.
Knox-
That's
Knoxley and
next year from
Ramirez.
Ramirez. Oh, and Knoxley. Okay. With that, we're gonna say goodbye, and
Just feet.
we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Take care. Peace out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to preheat the oven.
All right, good job, guys.